Dear friends, I am going to explain vector analysis. This is the most important chapter. So let us see what are vectors. The physical quantities which have both magnitude and direction and obey the laws of vector addition are called vectors. So physical quantities, so they have the both magnitude and direction. So we know that some quantities have only magnitude, some quantities have magnitude and direction. So the physical quantities which have both magnitude and direction and obey the laws of vector addition are called vectors. So these are denoted by alphabets. We can represent vector with bold face letter or arrow over the alphabet, that is A or A bar. Example for vectors: displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, momentum, magnetic moment, intensity of electric field, and magnetic induction field, etc. Scalars. So let us see what are scalars. The physical quantities which have only magnitude but no direction are called scalars. Example: distance, speed, mass, time, temperature, density, work and energy, resistance, electric charge, capacity, magnetic pole strength. So they have only magnitude, so no direction. So these are the examples for scalars. Tensors. Some physical quantities having different values along different directions. They are called tensors. Example: moment of inertia, stress, etc. All the quantities that have magnitudes and direction, but it is not a vector because it does not obey laws of vector addition. For example, electric current. It has both magnitude and direction, but it is not a vector quantity. Why? It does not obey the laws of vector addition. That is important observation. Types of vectors. Different types are there. First one, equal vectors. So what are the equal vectors? If vectors have same magnitude and direction, then they are called equal vectors. If p bar, q bar are equal vectors, then they are denoted by p bar is equal to q bar. So these are the equal vectors. Second one, like vectors. If vectors have same direction but different magnitudes, then they are said to be like vectors. Vectors have same direction but different magnitudes, then they are said to be like vectors. Third one, unlike vectors. If vectors have opposite direction and different magnitudes, are said to be unlike vectors or anti-parallel vectors. So they have the opposite direction and different magnitudes. So they are called unlike vectors. Fourth one, negative vectors. If vectors have equal magnitude and opposite direction, then they are called negative vectors. For example, if a bar comma b bar are negative vectors, then they are denoted by a bar is equal to minus b bar. Fifth one, unit vector. If magnitude of a vector is 1, then it is called unit vector. It is denoted by a cap. Suppose if a cap is the unit vector, its magnitude is equal to 1. So denoted by modulus of a cap is equal to 1. Sixth one, zero vector or null vector. If the magnitude of the given vector is 0, then it is called zero vector or null vector. It is denoted by 0 bar. Its magnitude always 0. So the modulus of 0 bar or 0 vector is equal to 0. Seventh one, proper vector. Any vector of non-zero magnitude is called a proper vector. If a bar is a proper vector, then its magnitude is not equals to 0. So its magnitude is not equal to 0. It's a number, not 0. Then it is called proper vector. Eighth one, co-initial vector. If two or more vectors have same common initial point, so then they are called co-initial vectors. So vectors have initial points and final points, terminal points. If two or more vectors have the same common initial point, then they are called co-initial vectors. Ninth one, co-terminal vectors. If two or more vectors have same terminal point or end point, then they are called co-terminal vectors. 10th one, coplanar vectors. If all the vectors acting in the same plane, then they are called coplanar vectors. 11th one, non-coplanar vectors. If all the vectors acting in different plane, then they are called non-coplanar vectors. So, laws of vector addition. Laws of vector addition. So, laws of vector addition are of three types. Triangle law of vector addition, parallelogram law of vector addition, polygon law of vector addition. Triangle law of vector addition. If two vectors are represented both in magnitude and direction by the two adjacent sides of the triangle taken in same order, then their result is given by the third side of the triangle in opposite order. Suppose this is the p bar vector, that is the q bar vector. So here p bar and q bar are the adjacent side of the triangle. So their addition is given by the third side. So the result is given by the third side of the triangle in opposite order. R bar is the result of the addition of p bar and q bar. Parallelogram law of vector addition. If two vectors acting simultaneously at a point are represented in magnitude and direction by the two adjacent sides of parallelogram, then the diagonal of the passing through that point represents the resultant in magnitude and direction. Suppose p bar and q bar are the adjacent sides of the parallelogram. So in parallelogram law of addition, the diagonal r bar gives the result. Polygon law of vector addition. When number of vectors represented both in magnitude and direction by the sides of polygon taken order, then the resultant given by the closing side of that polygon in opposite order, both in magnitude and direction. So A bar is the side of the polygon, B bar another vector, C bar third vector, D bar fourth vector. So the final terminal side, the terminal side is the result of the all the vectors. So R bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar plus D bar.
Please do like, share this video and subscribe to our channel.